All right, y'all. I have to bring it to you like this. And I'm just going to give y'all a little bit of that old school club music. DC Tracks, DC The Mill, DC The Delta. Yeah. Right back. All right. I had to do this one right now because my anxiety, or I don't know what you really want to call it, is at a blowing point. I told you that I like to do these reviews because, like, loving hip hop and has have nots and power, there be things happening, and I be wanting to talk to people about this, but some people just don't. They're not in the TV, or and I don't have no good Judys no more that I can call up and be like, "Did y'all see that?" Because back during the days of those times, my girlfriends, or the kids I was hanging with, we pretty much like the same thing, and we would talk about that motherfucking shit. But I don't have those anymore. And especially late at night, you watch something and you want to be able to talk about it or be like, "Can you believe that shit?" It's like kind of like watching the stories. And you got that person you could talk about what's going on in Young and Restless. I don't have it, but this is the reason why. Because this motherfucking show right here, the haves and the have-nots, has me at a point where what in the fuck is really going on? I'm going. There's different parts of it. I don't know what's going on with me as far as my hormones. I really. I'm very finicky about what I want, and I don't settle. I don't go for flip flops. I don't go for none of that. I'm strictly dickly, and that's just all it is to it. If you ain't sitting there slinging, if you trying to do the same thing I'm trying to do, it's a turn off. So, that's just me. But that don't have nothing to do with this story right now, but you will know why I'm saying that right now, a little bit later on. So this is episode, The Haves and the Have-Nots, season 4, episode 17, An Accident. So it starts off right where it left off, with the knife in Veronica's chest, and she laying back, and her eyes all like she don't even want to move. And what's the name? And Jeffrey bolts out the place. All right. So Catherine jumps up and she said, "Wait a minute, Veronica, don't move, Hannah, call the police." Hannah said, "Oh, excuse me." Yes, okay. And so Hannah stands in there like, "Bitch, let that bitch die." She's fucking my motherfucking son. This is what I'm assuming what's going through Hannah's mind, but Hannah is not giving it no type of urgency. Matter of fact, she ain't even moving. And so then, I guess Catherine seen from the side of her eye that she said, "Hannah, call the police." She said, "Oh, okay, all right." So she called the police, and they said, "What's the matter?" I guess we need an ambulance." And so she's standing there, and she said, "Well, what happened?" She's like, "It was an accident." And Veronica, no, it wasn't. I was stabbed. But she said, so the operator could hear Veronica in the background, but she really couldn't make out what she was saying, but she at least heard that she was stabbed. She said, no, she said, well, I didn't, it's just a superficial wound. It was nothing but a paring knife. I mean, I just think she just needs a Band-Aid or something. She said, no, I was... And so Veronica keeps on calling out. Now, Catherine ain't said nothing at this particular point in time. So she was like, well, just send the ambulance or what? I mean, because I don't even really think nothing's wrong with her. So Veronica starts getting real loud. And she said, Catherine, no, Hannah, give me the phone. Hannah ain't paying her newt's mind. And then she had to tell her to give me the phone. And so, Hannah said, wait a minute, y'all making way too much noise. And she gonna go to the room. And she covered up the phone. Veronica yelling out, my son, Jeffrey, black male, 6'2", weigh 178 pounds, and all this type of stuff. But Hannah covered up the phone. She said, just send somebody. She said, well, what's your name? She said, bystander. And she said, don't you got what you need? Just send the ambulance. I mean, that's all you got to do. Just send the ambulance. So she hung up the phone. So after she didn't come back in the room, Veronica don't think that Hannah called the police, and so she said, I called them. She said, she wants me dead. And whatever the comment or whatever she said, and Hannah said, I said, well, Hannah made the comment like, you a slut and you been fucking with my child. I can't remember exactly what the words was, but they was going back and forth on this one, and she was basically saying, you need to leave my child alone if you want me to do this. She said, do you want me to push that in a little deeper? But I mean, Hannah couldn't really care. I mean, not the least little bit. But when the paramedics finally get there, they said, I mean, there's a male and female paramedic, and he's like, oh, wait a minute, this don't look too bad. Your implant kind of stopped the blade. She said, I don't have no implants. So he looked and gave her, well, okay. She said, well, if you did, it saved your life. And so she was like, well, I don't think this is nothing really serious, but we'll just go ahead and take you to the hospital so you can get checked anyway. She said, can you walk? She said, I got a knife in my chest. What do you think? The bitch took the knife. She pulled it out just like it was just barely stuck in there. Like it was, I don't know how it was holding in there, because it didn't even seem like it came that far out. But she pulled it out. She said, well, now do you think you can walk? And if y'all would have seen how she was walking out of that house, Catherine, get my purse for me. You got my purse? And she said, yeah, I got it for you. And Catherine runs to the door and makes sure they go out and all this other stuff. So, Hannah now is chuckling. And which I'll be chuckling too. For real. I was kind of hoping that it was more, I could tell from the way the knife was in there, and the way she was just, her eyes kind of went up. I knew it wasn't going to be that bad, but I was hoping that maybe she even be in a coma or something for just a little while. But it wasn't all that. So anyway, Hannah's getting ready to leave. And when she left, the DA was showing up and with the officer, and she's talking about, well, because Hannah just got into her car talking to Benny, and I'll tell you about that in a second. I just want to get everything that happened within the Cryer's house out the way right now. So she said, I need to speak to Miss Cryer right now. So they get ready to go back into the house. So now Hannah's getting ready to go back into the house, because she ain't going to leave, because Hannah's nosy as fuck anyway. I don't really like her, but she's been okay these last couple episodes or whatever. I can take her or leave her, but sometimes she does too much for me. She does way too much. So, talking about who was outside, Benny. Benny has got to be the dumbest brick. I mean, I cannot believe he so-called acts like he's from the streets and he knows game. Cause I would never do anything where I'm trying to be slick and have Benny as my sidekick, because Benny will bring whatever in the fuck is down. And where I'm gonna say this right now, cause I'm gonna see. I'm just gonna handle Benny all at once, and then I'm gonna handle all the different things all at once. So before I even get to Benny, I know I'm gonna break it up. I'm gonna talk about Benny right now. So last week, Benny and Mitch was when Ward was going to go meet Candace. Mitch and Benny were going to try to go talk to David, try to get their phones back on, right? So they sitting out there looking for him, and he said, "I wonder where he is." He said, "Well," and you know what? I told you about my hormones, right? I ain't really never thought too much about Mitch. I really haven't. And I guess when I found out that he had been fucking Candace, I was like, okay, he like a little bit of motherfucking chocolate, huh? And then, but then when I'm seeing how he thinks, the thugness, I mean, the thug quality that he has, the swag that he has, I'm starting to really be like, my eyebrows going. I'm like, I could do you. I mean, as long as you're a thorough white boy, I would do you. And he is that motherfucker, though. How he thinks, just that he can just make that, even though I know it's gonna come back to haunt everybody in the end. He handled that situation the way he thought it needed to be handled. And Benny up in the motherfucking car, he said, "I'm just gonna fuck him up, nigga." And where you think that's gonna go? This nigga is a judge. What do you think you going to do? You think you going to put your paws on him and he's just going to say, "Oh, let me turn his phones back on because I don't want him to put his paws on me"? Bitch, you messing with a judge. And like Mitch said, you got to get back at him where it's going to hurt him. You going there, I mean, how stupid you going to be, Benny? I just hate the way you think. And when he's explaining it to you, he should never have to explain to you what the situation was. I mean, he shouldn't even have to try to figure this out for you. And just the fact that he even broke it down to him, like, wait a minute, come on now, what type of what damn stupid? And Benny looking like, no. And I'm like, are you retarded, Benny? Candace, why do you fuck with your brother at all? I know you love him. He's your brother. And you know what? And I have a sister. And her elevator don't go all the way to the sky. But this is the sister I'm closest to. This is my ace boo coo. I mean, I love her to death. Right now, we're going through whatever we're going through. And it's not my fault. I'm just stepping back from her because she's not in a relationship. And I can't deal with it because I know I can see what's going on. But anyway, and I want her to wake up because she's gullible and she thinks anything. But Benny, when I look at him, he is the most dumbest person that I motherfucking know. That he has no sense, street sense or common sense, book sense. He's dumb. He don't know nothing. Excuse me. And even excuse me, y'all, even if you don't even if you was really a nigga, you ain't gonna go put no paws on no motherfucking judge. You would take his motherfucking ass out if that's really what you wanted to motherfucking goddamn do. You don't talk about, is this some sci-fi or, I mean, no, nigga, it ain't nothing. He got your phone transferred somewhere else and they ain't coming to your motherfucking monkey ass. It don't take no rocket science to try to figure out what it is. It ain't no CSI. Is this some CSI? Bitch, do you even know what CSI stuff is? Oh my God, man. Stop it, Benny. Damn, you just stop it. But you know what? That's what I'm saying. I'll be looking at Mitch now. I'm like, should I have a motherfucking white boy that I could be, that is on his motherfucking grind the way he's on his motherfucking grind and will handle business or however it needs to be handled. He shouldn't have had to tell you to go after Jeffrey. He should have already told you you ain't gonna be able to go head to head with this nigga. You gonna have to hit him where it's gonna hurt him. Either get his wife, but that bitch is psycho, and you definitely ain't time enough to try to use Veronica in no type of way, because you don't have that capability. You don't even know where to start with that. She used your motherfucking ass. So you don't have that in you. So you just pump that to the side. So that's basically all. Well, then okay, so I guess that's pretty much Benny right there in a nutshell. But he does come back into my story just in just a few minutes. But that's pretty much Benny. So now we got David. Got David up in the jail talking to Jim, and Jim's like, man, you got to talk to D.A. Salazar and tell her I need to see her. And he said, well, she's still the DA on your case. You don't want to just go off and be trying to throw no threats or nothing like that right now. He said, no, because I want to tell her that she's responsible for the death of my son. And he said, wait a minute, calm down. We ain't gonna handle it like that right now. And so he said, well, at least go see. I want you to go identify the body, and I hope you won't come back and tell him it's not my son. Now, Jim that still ain't nothing even changed. Okay, they let the bygones be bygones, and once again, David being the punk bitch I can't stand David, but I understand why he's doing it anyway. But I can't stand him in a way, because anything Jim wants him to do, he does it. And that's just like Catherine back at the house when she came in. I mean, after Veronica went to the ambulance and she came in and Hannah was laughing, she gonna sit there and try to say something to Hannah like, I just lost my son. This ain't appropriate for you, but bitch, you just had. She was the only one that was over there consoling you. You was just saying you don't have. How you gonna try to jump on her right now and? Watch yourself. I mean, you got the nerve to be asking her to do shit. Go tell your husband. I mean, you come on now, Catherine. Jim is the same motherfucking way. How do you have the nerve to ask this man to go identify your son's body, and then he's gonna have to be a lap dog and come back and report back to you? But this is the crazy thing, y'all. Okay, so then Officer Justin. Okay, cause. What's his name? Dumbass. Bitch ass. Jeffrey. Jeffrey's at the hotel losing it. He's thinking about every fucking thing, from Wyatt saying I'm not gay and all the different times he was up in his head, to Melissa being pregnant, to Landon saying I don't trust any of y'all, to him stabbing Quincy, to him stabbing his mother. And you just see all these things going around in his head that he's remembering, and he's losing it. So first person he calls is Candace. And I don't know where the fuck Candace is going to, but she's like, Jeffrey, I'm business right now. He said, I think I could kill my mother. She said, what? And what Candace is thinking in her head is that he killed her because she said she was going to turn them in about Quincy. But he ain't even told her yet that, reason why he killed her was because of what she was saying about Wyatt. Because his thought process isn't even together right now. He was just saying she said, well, does she know about, no, but he said, I don't know. She said, well, did you kill her? And she said, because if you killed her, she ain't going to be able to tell nobody. He said, I don't know, but I wonder if I didn't. Then she's going to sit there, she knows, and I can't go back to, I don't know what to do, Candace. She said, well, look, you can't stay there. She said, because he was talking about, I'm going to come to your house. She said, no, I ain't even there. She said, I'm going to get you another room so that, if they come there looking for you, that you're not going to be there. I'm going to put in her friend Erica's name, and you can switch rooms. So she said, and I'll be there in an hour. So Candace calls Benny. In the talking, he was sitting there saying that He stabbed her over at the Crier's house, and she said, "What was you doing? What was you doing over there?" She said, "Cause of Wyatt," and he told her that Wyatt's dead. And then she said, "Who else was there?" And she said, "Well, she said that Catherine said." He said, "Yeah, and your mother." She said, well, so Candace's mind is like, she don't know what's going on because Jeffrey is not coherent right now. He's just rambling on, and she don't really know what to ask, and he ain't really telling her everything that he needs to tell her about in bits and pieces. Well, she said, "I'll be there in an hour." She gonna get it, have him switch rooms. Well, next thing, I see him calling Mr. Justin, the cop, and he laying up with his wife with his arm around her, and the phone ring. He reach over and get the cell phone. He said, "Hello?" And he said, "I need to see you." And he said, "What? You know what time it is?" He said, "I can't come." He said, "I can't come there." He said, "I need to see you. I've done something really bad, and I need to talk to you. Room 6, whatever his new room number is." He said, "I need to see you." And so Justin got up. Now, first of all, I told y'all last time. I think, I don't know if I am or if I'm not. I'm losing it for Officer Justin because, if he's getting tied up, unless Jeffrey is riding him, I hope he's not the bitch. I'm hoping he's not. Because if Jeffrey is doing him, what in the fuck y'all both doing? Because Jeffrey is a bitch, okay? He can try to act like he got that hardness in him. He's straight up bitch. He's going to be the one that's going to throw his legs up in the motherfucking air and you're going to dig that motherfucking shit out. That's what he is. And I'm seeing when him and Officer Justin first, had their little interaction and he got in that backseat of the car, I felt like I was turned on by that shit because I thought Officer Justin was kind of cute. Now he's looking a little thin, and little things that he's doing is a little bitchy to me. But he does like motherfucking Jeffrey. Because when he get there, first thing he doing his little hard little thing. He said, "Don't you ever call my house again." And he was like, Jeffrey's like, "I think I killed my mother." And he said, "What?" He said, "What happened?" And so Jeffrey was thinking about it. He said, wait a minute. Who am I talking to? Am I talking to Officer Justin, or am I talking to the one that I handcuffed to the bed? And he was like, we don't talk about that. But he was like, which one am I? Are you the officer or the one that I handcuffed to the bed? And he was like, he said, "Nigga, if you think that you would still be sitting here talking to me, we'd be having a conversation if I was gonna be the officer after what you done told me?" And he said, so Jeffrey was like, "You still can't tell me." He said, "Well, she was just talking, she was just saying all these mean." He still wouldn't tell him why. Because this motherfucker right here is homophobic. He's in the closet right now, and he doesn't know how to be able to deal with that. So if he would have told him that his mother was reason why he stabbed his mother because she was calling him a sissy and he was gay, that would kind of like blew him right there. He would want to stay away from that with the long handled spoon. So he just said she was just saying horrible things, and so he gonna radio to because he wanted to see if they was looking for him. So he radio dispatch to see if there was any warrant out for Jeffrey, and they said no, he's clean. So he said, "No, whatever it is right now, they're not looking for you." And then he gonna like grab him by his face, and he did that. When he did that, and I'm like, if somebody that I was liking sit there. Because Jeffrey acting like he don't like him or like he just doing this stuff because he called him for a reason. Jeffrey likes him too. And whatever the case may be, Jeffrey likes him. He likes that whole little, how they do that little shit. He's turned on by it, but I would be turned on by it too. Nigga sitting there grabbing my face or whatever, talking about, it's going to be all right. It was the next best thing for him if he would like hissed him. So I was like, oh, I don't know. I mean, first I'm looking at Mitch, and now I'm looking at Officer Justin, because, you know, Jeffrey, that's a bitch. But I'm sitting there like, blah, 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 blah. I don't know if I just need something or what, because these two white boys right here got me like saying what in the, but the what, you know. Shoot, we can have a little motherfucker, goddamn, can I put some chocolate in your motherfucking peanut butter? But anyway, the last thing is, well, there's two things. Well, first of all, I don't know why Jennifer and them are showing up at the house, but let me tell you all this. Tyler Perry. I mean, this is what fucks me up so bad. Wyatt has been laying on that bed for hours, 32 hours. It has been that he was there till like overnight, before somebody even did discover he was in the room. Then they called the DA. She has time to come down there and be able to see him, and then say, I can't be able to contact the family. He then went over to Catherine's house. Can't have been there all damn motherfucking goddamn night. Jeffrey and them came all this time. I mean, and if you want to say it was one day, then it was not one day. There's no way in the world that this story was done. All the things that have transpired was in one day. So you're not going to make me think that I'm stupid. You not only had the hotel manager, first of all, the person that found the body, and then the hotel manager come up there talking about these damn people, they're throwing these parties or whatever, and finding him. Then him calling the cops to come over there. All these people have been in front of this body. They didn't did the investigation and went through this whole hotel room and this. So they turn him over. And Wyatt's chest is red. And David puts his hand on his chest, and he said, it felt like over his heart. He said, he's still breathing. Call an ambulance. I said, well, ain't this a motherfucking bitch? Ain't this a motherfucking bitch? You brought somebody back from the motherfucking goddamn dead. How he just even if he was in a coma, he's been laying there and with no medical attention all that time. What's he just been asleep? What in the fuck is going on? What type of coma is he in? What type of OD did he do? I like to know, because I guess that comes from a person who really don't know nothing about ODing, because this is just so fucking unrealistic. Now, I kept on saying, this is horrible that they lost that they don't have no more kids. And I just always thought he was going to wake up from that how it ended. I mean, when it first came on, that they were going to realize that he was there and that he was going to be in a coma or whatever the case may be. But I thought they was going to at least rush. Now, if they would have rushed him to the hospital and realized that I've been able to deal with that. He'd been in that hotel room all this time. But Tyler Perry brought him back. He brought him motherfucking back. So now I don't know. Candace is it there? So Candace had Benny call his mother so he can get the 411. And like I said, Benny's sitting there. Why are you there? She said, why was Veronica there? Why was you there? I mean, I was like, Benny, you never can sit there and do anything on the motherfucking slide, nigga. I don't know why Candace involves you on anything, because he is going to get anybody locked the fuck up. But y'all, let me tell you something right now. I'm gonna tell you, I'm getting ready to let this go, and I'm getting ready. I got a couple more videos. I'm gonna do them inspirational things I told you about. They're gonna be coming, but I had to do this and let you know. Right back to you. Boom, 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 boom. Well, you know what? Please like my page, my posts. Please subscribe to my page. I'm growing. Slowly but surely, y'all, I'm growing. And I appreciate y'all that are subscribing from me. And it's going to be all the way real. I'm old school. I'm 45 years old. I've been out in the streets, DC streets, for 27 years. I done been in every gutter, every alley, every yum-yum tree, every courthouse, all the parks, Malcolm X, Lincoln Park, the courthouse. But anyway, y'all, but I'm still standing here, slow down, but, you know, I mean, I see the kids on here and they have their little sites and they do them and I'm going to do me. And I remember back when I used to be silly like that and have my girlfriends and we be kicking and all that type of stuff. Now, I ain't doing all that like that anymore. Been there and done it. But I can still have fun. I can still tell y'all how it is. And I will talk to y'all soon. I gotta get off because this video is getting too long. See you. Peace.